remember when Lady Gaga was Dee Snider? There's a meme out there. Yeah, and Christina Aguilera got the Dee Snider treatment too in Lady Marmalade.
I mean, I have seen that, like, and that was one of, do you think like Lady Gaga, especially, like, do you think she kind of owes the Dee Snider something?
I haven't run into to Gaga yet, and I know she's a metalhead. I know she's a heavy metal fan. I know she's from New York. There's no way you could be a fan of metal, be that sort of flamboyant, and also be from New York, where I'm from. That you couldn't have been a Twisted Sister fan at some point. So I'm sure I'm going to run into her one of these days, and and I love what she does. Again, I love anybody who's just acting out, acting up, making a statement, being bold. Let's not just go quietly into the night. Nobody should go quietly into the night.
Totally. Well, listen, The Masked Singer is not the first, celebrity reality TV competition you've been a part of. You were on Celebrity Apprentice. Like, what was that like?
I just want to say, I've been on so many, pretty much every show with celebrity in it.
Yes.
One time this guy came up to me in the streets and he goes, "Oh, hey, Dee Snider, man, I saw you on Celebrity." I said, "Apprentice?" He said, "No." I said, wait a minute, Celebrity Apprentice? No. Celebrity Ghost Stories? No. Celebrity Duets? No. I was going to run down the list, and he goes, "No, Celebrity Home for the Holidays." I said, "Man, I've been on way too many Celebrity Home for the Holidays. Come on, with Al Roker." Yeah, Celebrity Apprentice, that I thought Celebrity Apprentice was a tough show. And I used to say to people, you don't appreciate just how hard that show is. Those boardrooms that you see for 20 minutes, they're 2-3 hours with no air conditioning,
Wow.
wearing gowns and suits and jackets. Okay, so I said, you don't know, but I thought that was tough. Masked Singer puts that to shame. Masked Singer is a very tough show. Adding those costumes in that mask is just ups the game, ups the ante, so to speak, and really makes it tough.
Do you like reality TV? I mean, you also had your own show growing up, Twisted. And are you shocked at what reality TV is? Like, you look at the Kardashians, Housewives. I mean, it's huger than life now.
I've done a lot of it, and too much. I had a celebrity roast a few years ago, and Zakk Wylde, the guitar player from Ozzy Osbourne band, said, "Dee, this isn't a roast; it's an intervention. You got to stop doing celebrity TV." So it's reality TV. You know what? What really is great, and I've said so many people counsel with me, they call me up and say, because I seem reasonably intelligent, and ask me, I say, "Look, if you would like people to know more about you than your persona, if you want," Gilbert Gottfried called me up and said, and he was, may you rest in peace, he was not like that off the air. I said, "Do you want people to know Gilbert Gottfried at home, that you're married, you got kids? You want to show that?" I said, "You can actually pretend you're Gilbert Gottfried all the time if you want as well. But for me, it was very important. I want people to know there was more to me than just a face full of makeup and a bloody bone in my hand and a screaming face. I wanted people to know, because I do more than that. I've been on Broadway, I do radio, I do TV, I'm directing a movie. I got my first fiction novel coming out on May 22nd called Frats, by the way. It's on Red Penguin Publishing. I've been writing for decades now, and I'm hitting my stride with that. So I'm directing a movie now. So I wanted people to know more about me. Reality TV is great for that.
It is. Well, listen, you're going to have a book tour when the book comes out. What about, I know you just reunited with Twisted Sister for like the Metal Hall of Fame. What about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Like the Go-Go's are finally in, Blondie, Duran. We had all these. What about Twisted Sister?
I don't think that we will get the nod. First of all, unless the maybe the fan nod at some point, and that's I don't. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is very dismissive of a lot of things. It's the people who are handling it are just this arrogance. Is Jan Warner or whatever his name is from Rolling Stone magazine, the editor, and all his close circle of friends. And I know who those people are, and they're elitists. And and even the idea that they had a fan voted category, that was so they didn't say that I picked Judas Priest. I recognize Judas Priest. I recognize Kiss. I recognize those bands. So as long as they're alive and running things, but they're all really old. So I don't know if I'll outlive them or they'll outlive me. But when they die, and new people come in, maybe some new blood, which will, and the thing that they're missing is, that record sales say something about an important. It means it meant something to people. And there are bands that they've been ignoring for years that have sold hundreds of millions of records, and but they're not deigned to be cool. Velvet Underground, who went cardboard with their album. I mean, they sold nothing, but they are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But then you'll get bands like Thin Lizzy or Journey, and Journey might be in at this point. But there's so many bands, Styx, they don't get acknowledged, and they've sold so many records. It's about fans. It should be about the fans. It's not just about what you think is cool. It's about what people like.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, as we wrap up, I have thoroughly enjoyed watching you on The Masked Singer. I was so thrilled to see it was you. You have one of the only ones that have completely stumped the judges. Jenny McCarthy is so good at guessing. You have stumped everyone. Do you think, you have all these projects, you're doing your own music, I know, but do you think you would ever retour with Twisted Sister for a limited date run after? You guys just performed together at the Metal Hall of Fame.
I've been very outspoken to people who retire and then they come out of retirement. And then they, or they say they're retiring and they change their mind, or the Kiss Forever retirement farewell tour that's gone on for 20 years now. Okay. And I say, that's not cool. Stay forever. Never leave us. You're welcome to stay forever. Metallica says they're not retiring. Never leave. But don't sell me a No More Tour shirt and at an exorbitant price, and then 3 or 4 years later, come back. So I said we were retired. Twisted retired. Like I said, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, doing a few songs. We all love each other. Jimmy Fallon said, "Hey, will you come on and do We're Not Gonna Take It?" Or a Twisted Christmas song. Yeah, man, that's fun. Go out and tour 25 songs. I'm really trying. I'm really trying to walk away, but they keep pulling me back in. So I got to keep my hair looking nice at all times, and always keep it on my head. One of the secrets of that, by the way, is marry your hairdresser. So hey, your hair looks great. I married my hairdresser. But anyway, yeah, I don't see Twisted doing a reunion tour, and I don't see myself recording any more music. Really, I've got the book, I've got the direction, I do radio still, I'm doing all those things. Really want to get more behind the scenes. Yeah, I ain't getting any younger, man. I ain't getting any younger.
Well, like I said, there needs to be a book tour when the book comes out. Again, this has been great. I'm so thrilled to see that you were in the doll costume. You have been guest on this show so many times. It was finally you. And I really, really appreciate your time. This has been great. I'm a huge fan of the 80s music, yours, and, just everything.
Thank you very much. I just want to say about the guessing. The people were firing off, hey, that's you in the doll costume. I said, you've guessed that every 3 times already. You just keep this every time. It's like somebody rocks. It's Dee Snider. I said, yeah, I was shocked when they didn't even guess my name, because I came up when Johnny Rotten was on. They said, oh, it's Dee Snider. So they, certainly they know who I am, but they didn't figure me out. So it was great. It was fun. I'm glad everybody liked it. And it was great talking to you.
You too. Thank you so much for